We'll go ahead and get started with Cam.
You shaking your head? What you shaking your head about, Coach?
Let's go, man.
You guys had 11 points in that third quarter. Is that why you're shaking your head, Coach?
No, not at all. I mean, I'm happy for our guys, keep competing, But yeah, it was a good job by our guys, total team effort. Thought PG and Reggie were rusty, early on, haven't played, didn't play and had 2 or 3 days off. But the guys that are out there on the floor, they're fighting and competing. I thought our guys were, tired tonight. And but they just find ways to win. I give them credit, man. No matter how it looks, and no matter what happens, they always believe they can win. We got down, I think, 7 in that fourth quarter, and Reggie came in and made some big plays for us. But just like I said, overall, man, just competing and having resiliency not to lose the game. But we need bodies back. We need guys playing. Because these guys are getting tired, from the effect of being injured. So, like I said, my hat's off to these guys. They played their butts off, and we got to win.
Thanks. Go to Andrew.
Coach, pregame. Hey, go ahead, Coach. Pregame, you talked about kind of the advantage of these guys not playing in, that everybody. You're able to show them different looks. You mentioned moving PG around and kind of get him flowing at different angles, and teams can't key in on one specific thing. Do you find not having all your team will give you guys an advantage once they get healthy? Obviously, coming into the going into the playoffs, that you do have that versatility to use everybody in different stance points. Excuse me.
Yeah, for sure. But being shorthanded now is just tough because guys are playing out of position. We got 4s playing 5s, 5s playing 4s, 2 men playing the 4-man position. So, we can't really run a lot of sets. So, everything right now is just pretty generic. And like I said, our guys are trying to execute the best they can. They've been doing a good job and, struggled in that third quarter a little bit to score the basketball. But, every other quarter, 37, 28, and 33. So, like I said, guys look a little tired today, but we just found a way to dig deep and come out with a victory.
Go to Andrew.
You mentioned the guys looking a little rusty early, a little tired. I guess what helps them flip that switch to go from the third quarter, the way the offense looked, to the fourth, where I think within 5 minutes you guys had already equaled the amount of points you'd scored in that third?
Just staying with it. You're gonna have shooting nights where you can't make a shot, but you got to keep defending. I thought, DC, Dan Craig did a great job of just, switching up the defenses in the game and just try to keep those guys off balance as best as we could. John Wall was really attacking and, making a lot of plays. So I thought DC did a great job with that, just, mixing up different, coverages and different schemes. And so we were able to, to finally make some shots in that fourth quarter. And that's what it's about, just making adjustments, on the fly, try to take advantage of mismatches, try to take advantage of what you have on the floor. And, despite scoring 11 points in the third quarter, I thought we did that for the most part.
Thanks. Go to Law.
Ty, 12 games in 20 days. I mean, we see the look in your face. You already know what it is. I mean, but your team won 11 of those 12 games. Like, you've been through a tough stretch here without having back-to-back days off. How are you going to spend the next 2 days off before the game Monday night in New Orleans?
I mean, the minutes the guys play tonight, I mean, not much you can really do tomorrow. I think Sunday, we just got to reevaluate and kind of see what happens. But, we need these days, like you said, to keep preparing and keep working on what we're trying to work on. But, with so many guys being out, it's just tough because guys are logging more minutes and put a lot of pressure on their body as well. So we just got to be smart about the situation and just take it day by day.
Tomer.
Hey, Ty. For lack of a better way to phrase this, are ugly wins like this necessary for a team trying to compete for a championship?
Any win is necessary. However you got to do it. If it's 200 to 199 or 49 to 48, you just got to, just try to come out with a win. Till we get our guys back and, we're able to, really lock in going down this stretch. It's going to be games like this, and it's going to be tough. And going into the game tonight, we knew it was going to be tough. Like I said, having John Wall back, getting House back, You know, we knew it was going to be a tough game for us. But like I said, I'm just proud of the guys because, you know, we could have easily gave in and you know, blamed it on fatigue or being tired or whatever. But like I said, we just found a way to win. And Reggie's, I think, eight straight points or 10 straight points, whatever it was in that fourth quarter, was huge for us.
Thank you.
Thanks. Go to Nick Hamilton.
Hey, Coach. DeMarcus Cousins really gave you guys some quality minutes along with finishing with 11 and 8. What has he meant to this team, not just on the court, but in the locker room, the attitude, the morale? What has he meant to you since you guys have acquired him?
He's been great. You know, the guys love him. You know, before you had a chance, to know Cuz, you think that, because he's always scowling and always mad on the court or whatever, that he's not a good guy. But, he's a great teammate. I don't think you can say that, you can ask around, anywhere he's played, everybody, thinks he's a good teammate. And he reminds me a lot of Kendrick Perkins because Perkins was the same way, always scowling and looking mean or whatever, but one of the nicest guys to be around. So, our guys love him. He's working every day, trying to get better, trying to understand what we're trying to do going forward. And like I said, just to come in, like I said, on 10-day, and it's the second 10-day, to just throw him into the fire and the way he's been producing for us has been great. And, I wanted to give Yogi a shot tonight, but he had a little something going on with his quad. So the game time decision, which he wanted to play, and I just said it wasn't smart to do. He really, didn't have a lot of burst off of it. He wanted to try to give it a go, but right before the game, I was just like, you know what, don't even test it because it's not worth getting hurt. So that's the reason why Yogi didn't play tonight. So it kind of put a little pressure on us. Marcus being out last minute, Yogi being out last minute. The rotations was kind of funky. But like I said, we found a way.
Thanks, Coach. That's all the time we have for you tonight.